So we understand how this happens. You're either new to detailing, you ran out of a product, and you think, well, we use it in the house, why can't we use it on the car? Today we're gonna go through different surfaces of the vehicle with things you're gonna find under your sink and figure out if it's a good idea to try using it, if you can use it, or maybe even better, if you should use them going forward. Let's get after it. Start with the wheels. So we're gonna grab a multi-purpose cleaner, some heavy-duty sponges, as well as some kind of toilet bowl type cleaners to see if we can clean the wheels on this vehicle. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna start with our multi-purpose cleaner at the recommended ratio, which admittedly looks very thin. We might end up spiking this a little bit because the directions do mention that this is kind of a no rinsing required dilution, which we're gonna be rinsing on a tire. It's much more difficult, grime and dirt and brake dust and all that kind of good stuff. So we're gonna see if this does anything. Now, admittedly, these rims are cooked. So I would not expect this to bring the life back. We're just seeing if this can remove any of the dirt and oils from the road grime, surface, all that kind of stuff. It does smell good, I'll give them that. And also, if you're gonna be using an under the sink trigger bottle, all-purpose trigger bottle, and you're gonna be using it on your car, I would recommend upgrading to something that people use that's a little bit more ergonomic, because I've been using this for about 30 seconds and it already is just savagely destroying my hand. So that's one thing the auto industry has over the under the sink industry. So we also have some sponges with some rough surface we're gonna use for the tire, and then the toilet bowl cleaner. We'll see how this goes. That's like pushing water around, so we're gonna just go ahead and spike this. Brett says it smells like his grandma's house. Well, Brett's grandma's house must smell fabulous. So this is much more concentrated than the label is requiring. So again, a little bit of caution. We always like to say follow the instructions the manufacturers put on there, but this is not a manufactured recommended surface. So we're going off label. Much more suds now, that's good. I think it's fair to point out that for a kind of rough-sided Scotch Brite sponge, this kind of surface can definitely do some damage permanently to different coatings on wheels, so we're gonna stay away from that. And this kind of sounds and feels terrible. Let's go to the toilet brush, which looks even more ridiculous. Technique, you try to optimize. I mean, I will give it credit. It does fit into the nooks and crannies fairly well. You can get all the way behind the rotor. It's a little bit of a short reach for some areas. It does smell like a bathroom. And as you can see, Brett, I don't know if you can see it, it is getting some dirt off of this wheel. So we got one more kind of household utility brush to try out on the tire surface. Definitely easier than the rough sponge, but these are very stiff compared to what we're used to on maybe our tire and wheel cleaning brushes. Let's see how these do. Just pull some dirt off for us. So a few quick observations on cleaning the wheel and the tire with the under the sink tools. The product itself, definitely the all-purpose cleaner is gonna be able to clean and remove some soils. A little bit of a difference with something specific to your automotive surfaces versus the household. I miss the lather, I miss that extra strength and bite to remove things like the brake dust and the road film a little bit easier. You can definitely get it done, but it's gonna take more elbow grease and more chemicals to work from your under the sink area. The tools, however, are the biggest drawback in my mind. I'm actually surprised how much I hate this trigger spray bottle, that rather than the ones we're used to using around the shop, just how much it hurts and doesn't feel nice in your hand. But if you look at something like this kind of toilet bowl cleaner versus the area and surface area and amount of bristles you get on an automotive version, it just takes so much longer to clean all the surfaces. The brushes that are made for tires and wheels are dialed for that specific purpose. This one is a little bit too soft, this was a little bit too stiff, and a Scotch Brite sponge is gonna potentially damage surfaces on your vehicle. So That's the main drawback. All right, next step with the under the sink wash, we're going to use Dawn or dish detergent to wash the exterior of the vehicle in a bucket wash, and we'll see how that goes. You gotta make sure, some of this looks a little bit odd. You gotta make sure you stay till the end, because if you miss the one aspect of this, it really is the make or break between being able to do this safely and cooking your car. All right, so we completed the wash with Dawn, but to make a demonstration of some of the kind of downsides of using it, we reapplied wax to this hood so that it's nice and even coating. And we're gonna wash half of it with Dawn just to see what happens. This is still our Dawn bucket. We're gonna wash this half with Dawn. I had no concern about Dawn cleaning dirt off of our vehicle. I don't give props to many products or talk about many other products that are outside of what we do. However, Dawn is one of those. Dawn is one of the most researched, tweaked out, optimized detergents for cleaning food and grime stuff off your dishes, on your sink, all that kind of stuff. It's phenomenal at it. However, it's meant for that. And as you can see, when you use that on a protective coating on your car, it is designed to get down to no residue. They had a whole marketing campaign about being squeaky clean. Although camera that Brett has aiming right now, this might look clean and shiny versus what this is. The beads here are showing that there's the protection left over, and this is actually still very wet, which is not good. That means that surface is exposed completely to elements. That paint is gonna get dried out. It's gonna get the UV exposure. It's gonna get baked on soils, bird droppings, all that kind of stuff is going to etch into that clear coat faster. What that design of being squeaky clean actually has its drawback. So we're gonna get a little bit of soap from the Dawn. They're not lying. When they say squeaky clean, you getting that? So that is squeaky clean. What it doesn't have is lubrication versus going to, this is a bucket full of our Moab, which is a soap designed for automotive surfaces. And when you do the same thing, you do not get squeak. You get clean sliding. That lubrication protects the surface from the grime left in your microfiber mitt, in your wash mitt, anything that's rolling across that surface. Sorry, thank you, Brett. Anything that's rolling across that surface when it has a specially designed automotive soap on it has that extra slick feeling. Dawn will clean it, yes. However, squeaky clean means more friction, and over time, that's gonna expose that surface to more kind of micro scratching and damage. Next up on the list, we are going to try trim and tire shining with wood oil. Maybe give it a white. I'm not surprised that it makes the tire and even the rim here look more black, because we're putting some kind of oil on there, which again, it's gonna seal up some of those imperfections and just make it look that deeper, more OEM black. However, what I'm noticing right away is how heavy it is. And Brett, if you can see this right here, I've wiped this several times and it continues to drip and ooze. I would think this is gonna be a sling machine as soon as you drive away. Again, there's lots of things that'll make a tire dark. It smells nice and lemony, I'll give it that. But I would guess this is gonna make a mess as soon as you drive down the street. We can see after a minute or so, there's some areas here where it's just gone already. Where it dries, there's nothing. So that's gonna lighten right back up as those oils evaporate. So probably works for wood, not so much on tires. Now we're gonna go to the under the sink glass cleaner for your automotive glass. We're also cleaning this with the under the sink disposable paper towel. Clean the dirt, or clean some dirt. Anywhere where we didn't get it perfectly removed, you get streaks. We don't like streaks. Proper automotive glass cleaner and tool. Still picking up dirt. The other thing about household cleaners that you might find in your sink is many of them contain ammonia, which is known to degrade tint like we were talking about on the automotive surfaces. You won't be on the outside, but if you're cleaning the inside of your automotive glass, many times, especially towards the back, or if you just, that ammonia is going to degrade that tint faster than it would normally. Now, if it happens to be used once or twice or every now and then, it's gonna be fine. However, over time, that's gonna accelerate the aging, fade, haze, and craze that film to look really nasty faster than it normally would. Also, paper towels, again, great at picking up messes in your house. However, they use very strong wetting agents to help absorb that liquid into the towel. What that does once it's saturated, if you're cleaning many surfaces with it, is those wetting agents will tend to bleed back out. If it's not, if it's a little bit oversaturated, they will bleed out, and wetting agents are by nature very streaky. That, along with some of the residues found in the household glass, kind of all-purpose cleaners, is gonna lead to higher likelihood of having streaks and you being unhappy with the job you're doing on your glass. We mentioned there's a fact at the end that really makes a difference between being able to do this and potentially damaging your vehicle. And as you heard in all of the steps, can you clean your car with these products? I think you saw that the answer is yes. All-purpose cleaners are gonna work to remove dirt. If you put some kind of oil on your trim and your wheel, it might make it dark for a little while, depending on how durable that is. It might sling, but it's gonna change the color of that trim. The glass cleaners are gonna remove dirt. Dawn and dishwashing liquids, they are going to remove oils and dirts from surfaces for sure. Can you get your vehicle clean with these? Yes. However, you have a little bit less lubricity. You have a little bit less kind of dialed in pH to get some of those dirts off. And if you continue to use these week after week after week, your vehicle is going to look worse than one done with true automotive, professionally made products. So can you? Yes. Should you? I think the answer is clearly no. Your vehicle is typically your second most expensive investment next to your house. Take care of that. If you're investing that much money into your vehicle, you spend the extra money for the dedicated products that's meant for those. And I think if you have any questions about how to use them, check out the other videos in our links and our click arounds, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have more questions about detailing? We got a whole library full, starting with this video.